Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new series. Today we are going to do a topical Friday video. That's gonna be the name of this. That's like gonna be just the title, I guess, somewhat. Or it could be a typical Friday, I guess, because this is normally what I do on Fridays, so I just normally sit down and play stuff. But anyway, what we're going to be doing today is I'm just going to be answering topics, practically. I think a lot of you guys, I get this question asked every single day. People want me to do Q&As and stuff, but I don't know, I feel like I've done them a lot, and I just don't really have so much interest in doing another Q&A. So what I would like to do is answer, like, topic kind of videos, because I've always wanted to, like, that's all, I always kind of love just talking without having to, like, I don't know, really, like, I don't even know the words for it, but I just like talking and doing the normal kind of thing. And sorry if I look so tired right now. I woke up like an hour ago and I don't sleep good. But so what I want you guys to do before this episode does get started off, I would like you guys to leave a comment down below if you have a topic you'd like me to talk about. The thing is, it doesn't have to really necessarily be a topic. It could just be something in general you want me to talk about. So yeah, a topic, I guess. But, you know, this series is mainly just going to be kind of like stories or my opinion on stuff. That's mainly what it's going to be. And a lot of people have been wanting stuff like that, so let's do it. And before I do get started off, the thing in the background is hyperprisonmc.com if you'd like to go play. The owners are really nice guys, and I just recommend if you guys, because a lot of us have been playing on there recently just because the guys are really cool, and I highly recommend you go and play on there if you would like to see some of us on there. But the first topic comes from Ala Perkin, and she says how to be positive. And the thing is, I don't think I'm necessarily like the most positive person. I definitely have like sad days, and also I think sometimes I might be negative somewhat, but not intentionally. But, you know, I'm going to try to just answer that and all that kind of stuff. And it's also kind of like how to stay positive and all of that. Alright, so I would personally just say, and I bet you hear this one a lot, it's because this is probably the most common one, it would just be to take a lot of negativity out of your life. And the thing is, I don't really have a whole lot in my like personal life. It's mainly just online kind of stuff, because I'm homeschooled, if some of you guys don't know that, and that really like takes me away from a lot of negativity, because I know like a lot of people, there's just school and stuff, which is a huge source of it. So I don't really get that whole side of it. I just really mainly get online, and I think some of it is like I've kind of caused some of it. Like, I used to have a rant account on Twitter. If some of you guys know what that is, some of you guys might have them. It's just practically a community where you rant and everything. And I got rid of that account a while ago because I didn't like all of the negativity, regardless if it was public or not. I just didn't like it, and so I deactivated that a while ago. And honestly, it feels a lot better. It feels like there's not as much drama every single day. And even though it might be like fun, you know, to get in on the drama and have fun with it, I can just highly say not being in on it is going to make everything so much better. And I try to get involved in absolutely no drama on anything, and it really just makes everything more enjoyable, and it's really not ever like, I don't know, there's no drama for yourself, if you think about it that way. And that's a huge thing to stay positive in my own mind, is just not get involved in that kind of stuff. You know, still get involved with people, but not when someone else is having drama. Just leave them be over there. Just let them go away. Another thing I would highly recommend is just definitely doing what you love to do. And the other thing is, these are kind of things a lot of people say, but it's just so true, and I just have to include it in this video, because for a while, like, I just didn't like school in general very much. Even though I was homeschooled and stuff, it's not like, you know, I had a ton of work or anything. I just didn't like doing it so much. So, you know, I wanted to go and find something I really like to do. And now I'm here 4 years later. I'm still here and everything. And it's just, I have a lot of fun doing this. Mainly because it's like Twitter and stuff. I just have so much fun on there, and I love uploading videos and everything. And I think that is like a huge source of like a lot of my happiness, what comes from that. Just because like everything I've done, I don't know, I just feel like this was like the right way to go. So, you know, I always feel like just trust yourself in what you think is going to make you happier, and I feel like you will be happier. That's just the way I see it, at least. I don't actually know if that's true, because it's just, I don't have like evidence to back that up. It's just, I'm very happy right now in my life that I'm doing everything I want to do, and it's definitely great. So if you're doing something you don't like to do, you would just tell someone, man, I don't like this, let me go do whatever I want to choose to do. And regardless of what it is, you know, even if you think it's dumb or something, then, you know, I just highly recommend go and do it, because you will definitely be happier. And that's like, I think I don't have like evidence to back that up, but I think just in my own personal opinion that is definitely going to help. Another thing I do a lot, I don't think a whole lot of people do this, mainly because it's kind of hard in the beginning, but meditation, I bet you guys have read about it, and if you don't, it's just practically meditating and just clearing your mind so your body can work on certain things. Practically what it is if you want to do it, I'll leave some links down below if you guys would like to look into it. It's very interesting, and I'll explain a little bit about it. It's practically just calming yourself down and trying to push everything out of your mind to just fully relax. And then that really gives time for your body to like work on certain things. So maybe like if you have constant stress or something, it really works out through a lot of that stuff. And I was meditating for like a year, I think. I haven't done it a lot recently, but for a while I was doing it like every other day, kind of more like that for like, I don't know, 20 minutes. And just at that, it will make a drastic difference, especially on the long term. You feel it a lot more. And then you also can have, like, if you do it really properly, I've only had one of these, but you can have things called OBEs, which is an out-of-body experience, which is just a crazy, crazy experience. And I'm not going to talk about that because it's just such a long like thing to talk about, but that is definitely crazy. That's on the same side as like lucid dreaming, if you guys know what that is. It's kind of along those same lines, and it is definitely one of those things I wish I could have again because it is just amazing. But meditation is like a huge thing that I totally recommend because I can just tell I was waking up happier with more energy, just so much stuff, and I'm probably going to take it back up again soon just because I don't sleep so great. So I think meditation would just be a huge thing for me right now. Another thing I would just recommend is just not eating like totally bad food. And that's like kind of hard to say, but like for me personally, when I would eat like fried food or like a lot of like with a lot of stuff in it, I would just feel so bad. Even like the next morning or whatever, I would feel really bad. And now I just barely eat like a lot of food actually, and if I do, it's mainly just home stuff. I don't really like eat out a whole lot, and I can just tell I do feel better and everything because that was a huge thing for me, especially when I was like younger and stuff. I just felt bad like all the time, and it just would kill productivity because you're always feeling bad, and how do you want to be productive when, you know, you're just feeling terrible? How can you be like so happy and all that kind of stuff if you're feeling really bad physically, you know? And that's why I just feel like a lot of people don't want to eat healthier. Like, I'm not even saying eat healthy because I don't eat healthy. I ate like 4 waffles yesterday or something like that, and 2 of them were like at dinner time. But I'm just saying in general, don't eat a lot of stuff with like tons of weird crap in it. Like, I don't even know, sugar babies as an example. I don't even know what's in that, so that's probably a good example. Is that even a thing? I don't even know. I feel like I just came up with that right now. I have no idea. But I think just definitely cutting out a bunch of that stuff will start immediately making you feel better. And the last thing, and I think a lot of these topics, a lot of people might have said in other things if you Googled this or something, but this is just my all my personal opinion on stuff, is definitely just have the friends you want and hang out with people you like. I can't even like stress enough how great that is. My best friend on YouTube and stuff, Poke, like I honestly, he like makes me a lot happier and stuff. Having just a really close friend and everything. It just regardless if it's real life, not real life, so on the internet or whatever. It's just a huge thing to have someone you can just talk to about anything. That is, I think, such a big deal. I think just everyone should have those, and I think a lot of people do. And even if you don't, you can find people. I've seen a lot of stuff. Like, I do a lot of stuff on Twitter. If you don't follow me, at Tofuu Gaming. But if you don't follow me, I tweet out a bunch of stuff, and I see a lot of people like who meet people from my tweets and everything. And I just think that's so great because just meeting like a really good friend is, I think, just one of the biggest parts of happiness and positivity and stuff, because he's probably my closest friend by far, and it's just great, you know, having someone who's really close to you and all of that kind of stuff. And that's probably the highest thing I recommend there, because that's probably the best thing in my opinion. But that's all for the first topical or typical Friday episode thing I'm gonna do. I just have a lot of things I would like to talk about. It's very fun. I always like kind of just talking in general without having to like worry about playing or all of that kind of stuff. It's just fun to be able to sit down, commentate a little bit, talk to you guys directly in the lens, and just that kind of stuff. So if you guys did like this, please leave a like. It would greatly show your support, and leave a comment down below if just what you thought of this and all that kind of stuff. And if you would like to come play with me on that server, right? I don't even know if I'm putting the IP on screen, or down there. It's gonna be down there. I'm gonna be playing on here quite a bit because the owners are really nice guys, and also a lot of my friends have been playing on here recently, so might as well. And yep, that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next Friday. Yeah.